So speaking of your high school thing, dog, like you said, your classmates is how are the baddies now, dog? The baddies that was back in 2004, are they still baddies?
Some of them still look good. I ain't gonna lie. Some of them look good, but the ones that don't, oh my God, where they be where they be saying life done put a hurting on them.
Oh man, dog, that's crazy. 'Cause, dog, I feel like a dinosaur, dog, because I graduated in '98, right? So
Mm.
girls that I graduated with. Okay, first let me ask you this question: do you think if you fine at 35, that's how you pretty much gonna be fine for the rest of your life? Because I heard the dude say, he said, boy, if a girl can make it about 35 and she fine, she probably gonna be fine for the rest of her life. Do you believe in
I,
that?
I can I, I can agree with that.
You think so?
Yeah, cause all that your metabolism done slowed down and all that shit. By that time,
Yeah.
most of the adult shit that's gonna hit you, it's gonna be done hit you by 35. So I can see what he's talking about.
See, like for me, bro, I was a skinny dude in school, bro. I was the um I was a skinny dude. I was the dirty dude. I was the
Dirty?
yeah, bro.
What
Um,
dirty mean?
I wasn't a nigga wearing Jordans and shit to school when I was coming up, bro. Like
Yeah,
I,
but that don't mean you was fucking dirty because you couldn't afford Jordans. A lot of us couldn't afford Jordans unless your parents were selling dope.
okay,
That's real.
okay, but let's keep it real. Back in 1998, that was considered what that was. You know what I'm saying? We looking at it in hindsight.
Well, I was dirty. I was dirty. I ain't had no Jordans till I was able to buy my own Jordans.
Me too. Me
Yeah,
too.
so yeah.
My only saving grace for me in high school was I was good in basketball. I was decent in basketball. Um, but yeah, dog, like skinny, you know, and I always say this shit on the podcast, dog. I didn't get my adult body type turn 20, 21. That's when a nigga started working out and doing all the other shit. So my adult body came in. So I don't know. I guess if some of my classmates see this, man, I guess they'll say that I always thought that I was the ugly duckling that turned into the swan, bro. You know, it was rough for me in high school, dog. Like a lot of people, like you say all the time, if when you come somewhere, you the life of the party, or my sense of humor. But bro, my sense of humor was really constructed in high school because I had to get niggas up off me, dog.
Mm,
For me, that's why it's so.
I think that's most people.
For me, dog, I think that's why it's so hard for me to wrap my mind around the process of people wanting to hurt themselves because people picking on them, dog. Like, nigga, that was my high school experience. But I had enough uh, personality and enough a sense of humor to get a nigga up off me. Like, I was never the flyest nigga in school when it came down to dressing and no shit like that. But when it came down
Yeah.
to that ranking shit, well, some people call it joning, but where we from, we call it ranking, dog. I keep a nigga ass up off me. And I think that allowed me as I became older, dog, to craft my sense of humor, dog. Being able to be funny, to be able to be charismatic, because I could never rely actually on the
But
materialistic
but
shit.
you had siblings, dog. Ain't nobody in the world gonna give it to you worse than your siblings because them niggas got all your deep dog secrets. They know the
Exactly.
last time you pissed in the bed. Oh, this nigga don't wash his clothes. He go to school with dirty clothes on. Like all your deepest secrets, your siblings know.
Yes.
So if you grew up with siblings, you done been getting that shit from birth.
And my oldest sibling, shout out to my oldest sibling, we don't really talk as much as probably much as we should. But I craft that nigga, dog, because the nigga was a funny nigga. And once I
See,
made that nigga tap out one day, oh, I knew
see,
he couldn't fuck with me. Nigga,
ain't nobody got a chance now.
ain't nobody got a chance, boy. So,
I'm telling you.
dog, I remember one time, dog, the old girl, my old girl, listen, real life shit. People don't realize that back in the day, dog, when Dixie used to sell shoes, right?
Yeah, I
I,
done heard this story before.
I ain't even talking about going to Payless, dog. Payless was an upgrade, dog. And Payless ain't even much around no more, dog. I didn't even know that. Payless is gone. But
that shit been gone.
Dog, old girl take a nigga to Winn Dixie and get shoes, bro. She over there getting Salisbury steak and motherfucking cube steak, as you know. Cube steak, the cheap steak, boy. I'm over there getting me a pair of motherfucking shoes for school, bro. So that's the type of shit
I had. It was rough back then.
That's the shit I had to grow up in, dog. So now, when I sit back and I look at it, dog, that helped create the nigga that I am. But I just don't understand how, if somebody picking on you, dog, I know it make you feel bad, but it can do one or two things, dog. It can mold you into a person that your future self will be thankful for, or you can always live in that realm of not believing in yourself. Like, for instance, right? I remember watching a movie with The Rock and Kevin Hart. I think it's Be Cool or some shit like that. Well, The Rock was a special forces nigga, and Kevin Hart was the at-home working guy and shit like that. And then in the movie, they had to go back to where a bully used to bully The Rock. Now, at this point, The Rock is bigger than this nigga, stronger than this nigga. He know all type martial arts type shit. He know all defense type shit that he could do. But just because that dude that he went to high school with was the person that they needed to help them, The Rock reverted back to the little fat high school nigga. And the nigga was talking crazy to him and shit like that. And he was like, nigga, so what you big? So what you got all these muscles? Nigga, you still the nigga from high school. Even though The Rock at that time could have broke that nigga like this in that movie. But
I would have. I
mean, but you know the movie I'm talking about, Hollywood?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
And that's just crazy, dog. So for me, my high school years wasn't the best years for me, dog. But what, dog?
I'm sorry. My bad.
No, it's all good, dog. High school wasn't the best for me, bro. I'm gonna keep it a bit. You know something
dog.
that shit.
What they did to my dog back then.
Dog, you know the most fucked up people is the people that high school was their best years. I think those the worst motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Them niggas that felt them 4 years of their life are the best years of your life, dog. That's fucked up. In my personal opinion.
My shit was like a blur. I had a lot going on, so it wasn't the best years, but it wasn't the worst. It was pretty much even keel.
Oh, my shit. I wasn't fucking like that in high school. Nothing, dog.
I did a little bit of that. Not too much. A little bit of that.
Nah, dog. I wasn't fucking like that, dog. Pussy was at a premium back then. Oh man, pussy was at a premium back then, boy. Dog, pussy ain't really become really valuable for me until 20. I say 20.
This nigga,
22.
This nigga know the year.
Nah, listen, bro. Even in college, when I went to college, dog, it got a little bit better. But like, pussy ain't coming to abundance to me. It's about 20, dog. By then, I had my own crib, my own car.
Wow.
Huh?
Oh wow.
Oh, so you always just get pussy like that? You just a pussy?
I ain't gonna say
that. Look, you lied, dog. You lied.
Nah, I ain't gonna say that. I ain't gonna say nothing like that.
Yeah. I know you can't, dog. Listen, I understand. I get it. But for me, nah, that shit ain't happen for me like that, bro. So, shit, dog. I say you should go to your to your class reunion, dog. See some of your old friends.
I think they done did this shit already.
So, how you see the yearbook?
No, I ain't see the yearbook. I was talking about somebody else who was posting their class. I didn't say it was my class. They was posting their class.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.